Koichi! Koichi!
Koichi? Chaska? What happened? What was that just now? It looked like abyssal energy was flowing out of her, but then, a split second later, Koichi did say that Chaska needs to let off steam now and then, or she'll end up losing herself. But this time she wrestled back control. If only we were faster! Dealing with abyssal contamination is a piece of cake for you. We could have gotten to her earlier, then you could have treated her before... Wait, what's happening to Chaska?
How unfair life can be. She's had the odds stacked against her from the very beginning, and each step forward has been an agonizing one. Maybe she would have been better off embracing her, but her journey goes on, and one question looms large in her mind. If she could rise above the layers of pain and ascend over the dark clouds of her mind, what then? Which may be the glorious light of the sun, or maybe a dark, empty void. There is only one way to find out. She needs to spread her wings and soar to new heights. That, my life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured. And finally...
Let's take Koichi somewhere safer. Please, take care of Koichi for me. I still have more important things to do.
Of course. We are grateful for her... Yes. She served... I'm sorry, Chaska.
It's all right. I'm far from the only one going through this right now. Koichi wanted to be a hero. And if we want to honor what she stood for, not to mention her sacrifice...
Time for this.
The Saurians I came back with were intent on following the other warriors into battle. There was just nothing I could do to... That officially makes me the most useless member of the unit. But at least I know enough about Saurian medicine to help treat their injuries.
Everyone, are you ready? A bitter war lies ahead. Our victory begins in each of your minds. So ignite the spirit of victory for me. May no further lives be lost, and no one else may to suffer the loss of their loved ones.
As long as blood still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with the gaze of all NATLAN. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Stone engraved in echoing peaks. Converge, disperse, in ashes be reborn. For flames born anew, and the blazing dawn.
A hero scaled the volcano to seize the sun. Anointed with flames, she shone with the light of 1,000 stars. Now, guide me in my first step.
Having foretold his own death, the omniscient man holds a feast in celebration. Let us raise our cups in honor of his heroism and send him off with this final tribute. For at last, his wish is now fulfilled.
My life's suffering shall be my epitaph. To remember the pain I endured, and finally, transcend it.
Heroes of the ages! Our moment has finally come!
We unite as one!
Baptized by the Turnfire.
Bearing an ancient blessing.
Knowing true power.
And accepting a fate of devotion.
We embrace the transcendent flame!
For NATLAN!
For NATLAN!
In the name of the Pyro Archon Halloran, I declare the Night Wars underway! The Ode of Resurrection will guard all life till the war is over!
That is an outright scary level of power.
So, from now on, all warriors will be able to resurrect themselves using this.
That's right. No more.
It's time to wipe the enemy off the face.
And to reclaim our lost territory.
We'll come with you.
Paimon, Traveler. I'm so grateful you got to us when you did. You gave Koichi the chance to say those words. If I'd lost control out there in the wild, this counterattack might never have been
Probably best not to think about that. More importantly,
Not really. But now's not the time to deal with it. In the spirit of VUCA, I have to rise above it. The conflict and suffering in me are there to test my character. My struggle will make me stronger. And make me the person Koichi believed I can be.
alright, let's go show the Abyss what human beings are made of. They'll be sorry they messed with NATLAN.
Shine down!
For NATLAN!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
The wind knows me.
Illusion shot!
As one with wind and cloud. Time to go.
Ooh, look at that! Aerial support from Moika? Look how powerful she is now, and it's borderline unfair!
Into the wind.
All right. Hear the echoes of the valley. Shine down.
One with nature.
Torn to oblivion.
Use my power to destroy the Abyss tumors.
Got it! Thanks for the backup!
Illusion shattered.
Clouds high. The birds call.
Oh, did you guys see that huge fireball? It exploded right above my head.
Sorry, Mulan. I'll adjust my aim.
No, you're good, Archon. It didn't hurt at all. Plus, it was freaking cool.
Not great for your eyesight, though.
Oh yeah, fair point.
Ugh, Ahal's coming in way too hot! Is it possible to mute him?
Done.
Thank you, Moika!
Backup has arrived. All right, give him hell. Vengeance for Koichi.
The wind knows me.
There is no escape.
Into the wind. The wind The enemy ranks are thinning. Time to double down. Use the Pyro Archon's power and show no mercy.
Now you shall perish! All right.
Kachina, over here! I'll send you up, it'll be quicker!
Okay, everyone's safe. Granny, please go on ahead with the others. I just need some more time, I promise. I won't hold things up.
Oh, Roron! Leave the vegetables and aphids behind, you dimwit! It's too dangerous! Hey, you're back!
That sacred flame has got me pretty fired up. I'm ready to butcher a whole army of monsters. Everyone, nothing's now off the table. So charge! Let's give them everything we've got.
The Children of Echo's territory is secure. All monsters down.
All good here at the People of the Springs, too. We... Masters of the Night Wind are also safe. Should I go support the Flower Feather clan?
Things are still pretty rough over there. I'm already en route.
No need.
Already? But you were just at the stadium!
Yeah, well, you have no...
Oh! Fair.
Ian-san, what should we do about the Collective of Plenty? Your home's a long ways away from the stadium. Oh, no need to worry. I just heard from Verisa. She says there's...
Yeah! Their only game plan was to outnumber us, and that ain't gonna work now that we have the Ode of Resurrection.
We ain't gonna let them get away with that. Friends, let's gather at the stadium.
More abyss tumors have descended, all near the stadium. Let's split up and take them out. We need someone to guard the main entrance.
All right, this is the final...
Bring it!
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Let the mountain's veins boil!
One with nature. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Inazuma shines eternal! Illusion shattered! Bring it! Letting grave names echo!
Into the wind! Clouds high, the birds call!
Everybody stand back!
Hear the echoes of the valley! There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
Everyone, we are gathered here to celebrate a glorious victory. It is a victory forged by each and every one of us, and we should all be proud of what we have accomplished. We emerge victorious from another crisis to declare our beloved NATLAN—
Woo! All right!
I must caution that this war is not yet over. We have not destroyed our enemy, merely driven them further into the depths of the Night Kingdom. But the Abyss underestimated NATLAN's forces, and they have suffered a devastating defeat. It will be a long time before they are able to pose a threat to us again. After making some preparations, I will launch my final counterattack. I shall strike them in their lair and wipe them out.
Oh, man.
Wait, Archon, are you saying—
Yes. The abyssal energy there is too strong. Contact with it would be instantly lethal to anyone else. I'm sure you're all still fired up, and you must be eager to take the fight home to the enemy. But I must ask you to temper your ambitions. I will return victorious, for all of us.
It's kind of a shame that we can't join him with a—
Please, look at the bigger picture. Thanks to every one of you, we have already secured an enormous victory. Tonight, we should celebrate to our heart's content.
I guess if our lives are no longer at risk, things—
That's good enough for me. Beats having monsters everywhere.
When the time comes, I will gather everyone here again. Now, let us also remember those who gave their lives fighting. Once the last dregs of the Abyss are wiped out, I intend to give them the grand funeral they deserve. An ancient name could never record the many who we lost. But no hero of NATLAN should be forgotten.
If I may, Let's have a moment of silence for the...
Lastly, there is one more person I must thank for his extraordinary support in our time of need, and that is the Captain.
Speaking in a personal capacity, I should like to offer my sincere congratulations on your victory.
Well, everyone, please enjoy the victory feast. I hope it's a chance to relax your minds and rekindle your spirits, so that we may face what lies ahead with
You did a great job, Kachina. Oh, you're much more confident now. Seems like winning the pilgrimage.
I spoke to your mom and dad. They were singing your praises. They said the world's your oyster now.
How are things at the People of the Springs base?
There are some casualties, but the overall mood is very positive. I reckon they'll start
Same situation for the Children of Echoes.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Let's hope that their sacrifice marks the beginning of a new age for NATLAN. An age...
I must congratulate you on your efforts during this war. I'm told you have proven yourself to be an outstanding... You remind me of the princess. Similarities in your approach are striking. Especially when you told me you want... I hope you will see her soon.
Hey, Auroron! How are the Masters...
Granny Sealolly's been there the whole time, and she's a tough one. I'm sure there'll be some patching up to do, though. That's a job for the young folks. I should probably head back so I can pitch in.
Do you need support from the Fatui?
Probably not. There are a lot of older folks in our tribe, and I suspect they would find your comrade's presence a little
Right, because often they look like a bunch of intimidating thugs.
Well, also in my tribe, excessive use of elemental energy is bad for your eyesight.
Oh, right.
Unless you want to get punched in the face.
What is it with you, Ahau? Why are you so incapable of being...
The Collective of Plenty was the furthest from the Abyss's entry point, so they didn't have as many monsters to deal with. From what I hear, they got off relatively unscathed. But it might have been a different story if Chaska hadn't gotten there when she did.
That's good to hear. All's well that ends well.
Well...
You seem a little out of sorts.
I guess I am. You know, when I was up there in the sky, I just... If only I'd been quicker. Maybe they wouldn't have... And Koichi. Maybe she'd still... I'm sorry. Now is...
Make it a large?
True. My 500-year plan has almost come to fruition. Namely, my final battle against the Abyss. But battle is second nature to me, so I'm not feeling a huge...
It was so awesome. The way you exploded that thing in the sky with one almighty punch! Are you always gonna have that kind of power from me?
Oh, that was the Divine Throne unleashing my full potential. And it was only temporary. I can't wield that power for any length of time. My body wouldn't be able... Likewise, the amplified power of the Ode of Resurrection was also temporary. From now on, it's back to ancient name-bearers only. Correct. We dealt the Abyss a critical blow. So for the time being, it's too weak to sustain regular invasions. I hope the people will be able to enjoy this period of peace. Or rather, assuming all goes to plan, eternal peace. We've had centuries of war with the Abyss, and it's high time we brought that chapter to a close. Anyway, there's something I've been wondering about. I know you've been at the center of some major events in other nations too, and fought many powerful foes. In this war, you were in the thick of it once again, dashing around tirelessly, supporting the fighting on all fronts. So tell me, what drives you to do this as a mere traveler passing through? Why risk life and limb for a cause that's not your own? You know, it's that mindset that distinguishes the heroes in every story. What I'm really trying to say is, I would love for you, with your extraordinary talent and your sense of justice, to join me in this final step. You and I together, finally putting an end to the ever-looming threat of the Abyss. But I also don't want to take advantage of your good nature and readiness to help others. The final battle will be very dangerous, and you have the rest. I'm sure you must be weary. Sleep well tonight. Let's talk again tomorrow. I'll give you more details on the final battle, and then
Hey, Traveler, Paimon. There you are. I've been looking all over for you.
Oh, hey, Sweet Lolly! What's up?
Listen up. I have...
What? Are you serious?
NATLAN must pay the price for Mawika's use of the Ruler of Death's power. That price is death. I had thought that the Ruler of Death might have a change of heart after seeing the people of NATLAN come together. And even now that the war's over and the threat to NATLAN is gone, it looks like that death is still... I had to know your thoughts. I want to save her, but I can't do it alone. Okay, good. Thank you for standing up for us. There's clearly something special about you, so if anyone has a chance of defying the rules, that would be... Oh, and please don't breathe a word of this to Mao. I'm sure she's well aware of the cost of using the Divine Throne's power. But if she finds out that anyone else knows, it could...
Got it. Mom's the...
Alright, that was the last major item on my to-do list. Now, since I've come all the... Don't worry, I said a drink.
All right, you little munchkin, if you keep pestering me, I'm gonna have to get serious. I get 100 kids a day telling me they want to be the next Pyro Archon. Why should I train you? Nagging isn't gonna accomplish anything. No one can predict the future, and unless you have some exceptional jaw-dropping talent I'm unaware of...
I can shoot those cornflakes in your kitchen from right here.
Haha, don't be ridiculous. You couldn't make that shot from all the way over here? Wait, hold on, you could hurt someone with that. Well, I'll be. The science of the canopy raised them tough. That's some real skill you got there, little lady. Maybe you really will be Pyro Archon one day.
See this? I'm the first one of us to get an ancient name. And it's not just any ancient name, but Mollypo. If you ask me nicely, there's still time to join my team for the pilgrimage, you know. No need to scowl. You lost and I won, it's no big deal. You want me to be happy for you when your turn comes, right?
I'll get my own ancient name soon enough. And it'll be an even better one than yours.
Oh, really? Well, good luck with that. Unless... Surely you don't mean Kiangozi?
That was fantastic. Can't believe I beat you in a wrestling match for once. Can't be more than a few days now until you're officially made the Pyro Archon. Imagine me trying to schedule a wrestling session with you after that. Excuse me, Pyro Archon, but would you be able to take a day off from running the nation to wrestle with me? I heard that the Pyro Archon inherits the knowledge stored in the sacred flame. And apparently it can change your personality.
Worried that you won't be able to beat me in a wrestling match anymore?
Why would I be worried about that? Never mind. Clearly I'm just overthinking things. Why would you forget about me just because of some new job? Even if that job happens to be Archon. Come on, one more round.
After the darkness will come the dawn. No one fights alone.
For NATLAN!
Look at the sky! It's getting brighter at last!
We walk the righteous path, and the Pyro Archon will guide us.
The victors shall burn bright, while the losers must turn to ash. I have done what is required of me. The rules are now written into the Night Kingdom, and this will help you to stand against the Abyss.
It is still not enough. All this can do is give my people courage. It will not see us through a true catastrophe. If you are to make the Natlanese alone bear the consequences of a broken world, you will have to bring more.
You are the greediest human I have ever met, and the fiercest negotiator. No other would. My domain is death, and its power comes at a great price. The quest.
I need that power. Only a hero can truly wield it, and heroes are not afraid of it.
No. A fear of death is ingrained in all living things. If the wielder of this power cannot conquer their fear, countless innocent lives will be claimed in their stead. For only then can the price. Those are the rules.
Mine is a nation that will not yield to the Abyss, and it will certainly not yield to your rules. As their culture and civilization is transmitted through the generations and their faith grows, the people will go from strength to strength and reach heights that even—
Very well. I shall agree to help you. But I am merely a shade, and I do not have as much freedom to do as I please.
Then what do you propose?
Keep this if I am questioned about it. I will deny all involvement and claim that treacherous Xbalanque stole—
That will not be a problem. Thank you. I am glad—
Come in. As you know, I've asked you to come here to discuss the task of wiping out— Oh, but first, any progress on the ancient name? I'm surprised she was willing to help you. And by extension, me.
Wait, hold on. Wasn't the whole point of the ancient names for winning that huge battle? Why would the Traveler still need one by this point?
That's right. The Abyss has retreated to the depths of the Night Kingdom, a place that has long since been corrupted by abyssal energy. If we don't finish them off and restore the ley lines, the threat they pose to NATLAN will remain. The battle we fought yesterday, we may one day have to fight again. This is the fate NATLAN has always been resigned to. For thousands of years, we have struggled on the brink of a looming— But this time, I want to break the cycle and free us from this fate for good. With the sacred flame, I can protect myself from the abyssal corruption, but beyond that, you are the only other person who can resist it. If your ancient name can't be forged, I will go alone. But if it can, I'd really love your help. Not completely. After all, the Night Kingdom is still plagued by abyssal corruption. But when I used the power of the Divine Throne, it dispelled a lot of that corruption. Plus, your ancient name is a special case, so the Lord of the Night will take special care. In short, the Ode of Resurrection still has a number of limitations, but I can promise that it will work reliably on you.
Whoa. Are we forgetting something here? What about Paimon? What's her place in all this? What? You mean we'll be—
The Abyss is extremely devious. If you two go there together, you can bet they'll make Paimon their primary target just to put us in an impossible
Paimon wasn't that worried, but... What will you do without me? Okay, well... Paimon needs to think about this because... You're really asking a lot of her, but... Give Paimon some time and she'll do her best to rise to the challenge.
I greatly. Everyone in NATLAN knows how important this final battle is. You will be remembered and revered long into the future, until the... If you have any other questions. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away. The work of rebuilding is underway, and people are flocking to join the effort. With everyone rallying together, I'm sure it won't be long before there's no trace left of the damage done by this war. The healing process, on the other hand, that's a bigger obstacle to overcome. Many are grieving, and there's simply no replacing the ones we lost. As the sun rises once more and we rediscover the ability to believe in the future, we must never forget their sacrifice. As I've said, if you have any other questions, please ask away. False sky. I have heard this expression before, but I think there's a lot of investigating to be done to understand what the fragments behind the sky are and why they were hidden in the first place. However, from what the Adventurers Guild tells me, neither the split sky phenomenon nor the fragments have ever been observed in any other... My guess is that the Heavenly Principles wants them kept a secret. I just hope they don't come...
Oh, you should be fine. We did something much crazier back in Fontaine and we're still here.
Well, that's good to know. Anyway, the line I'm going with for the masses is astronomical anomaly. And I don't expect much of a back. Meanwhile, we can look into it at our own pace. As I've said, if you have any other questions, that wasn't their souls we saw, but a snapshot of them in time. All the work of the ancient name engravers 500 years ago, who made some special modifications to their names. Their souls returned to the Night Kingdom long ago, and will have been reborn in NATLAN since, albeit in a different form. For all we know, they may have already lived many new lives by now. And so, even though I think that gives another layer of meaning to the phrase "no one fights alone." As I've said, if you have any other questions, we have a temporary alliance, but
Yeah, Paimon still doesn't get why saving NATLAN would be so important to him in the first place. Unless he's just a good guy who wants to avoid another Conria. But somehow Paimon...
I wouldn't worry too much. Based on all the interactions we've had with him and knowing more about his background, I have a lot of respect for him. I don't think he has any ill intentions. Now, as I've said, if you have any other questions,
The Outlander with deep ties to this land returns. And this time...
The power that the Pyro Archon used to strike back at the Abyss came from the Ruler of Death. From what I know of her rules.
How do you know this? I see.
NATLAN still has a final battle to fight. And I too, for the sake of those countless lost souls. And a hope for NATLAN's...